Hello everyone, my name is Luis Tubins and I will be instructing you on how to create a haiku. So this is a perfect poetry activity, good for third graders and up, but I guarantee you that even adults will find a challenge in creating this haiku if you have never created one before. So first of all, what is a haiku? A haiku is a Japanese poem that usually describes something in nature. So it's not a poem necessarily about riding the trains or video games or anything like that, but mostly it's about something that you could describe in nature. But there is a structure to the poem. There is certain guidelines that one must follow when creating this piece. Now, a haiku has 3 lines. That's it. Just 3 lines. But each of the lines has something different. The first line must be at least 5 syllables. The second line must be 7 syllables. And the third line must be 5 syllables. So the 3 lines are 5 syllables, 7 syllables, 5 syllables. Real short, real easy. Now, I know you're probably asking, well, what's a syllable? I don't even know what a syllable is. A syllable is the sound in a word. For example, my name is Luis. So how many syllables does my name have? Luis. Sometimes I like to clap because clapping will help me figure out how many syllables a word has. One more time. Luis. My grandmother's name is Edis. Now, how many syllables do you think Edis has? Edis. 2. My sister's name is Celia. Now, how many syllables do you think Celia has? Celia. 3. 3 syllables. Usually, the number of vowels in a word will determine the number of syllables, but not always. It's best to sound it out, and if you like, you can clap to figure out how many syllables a word has. What's your name? And how many syllables does your name have? All right, good, wonderful. Now that we know how many syllables or how to count syllables in a word, I think we're ready to begin. Since the haiku has to deal with something in nature, we should pick something in nature that we want to talk about. Can you tell me some of the things you think are in nature? Like trees, the lake, the sun, the moon, stars, the mountains, the rivers. What about animals like birds or bears, or a moose or fish or insects like bees? All of these are part of nature. And this is something that we want to write about. Right now, since we're stuck indoors, we can't go out and experience nature like the way we would like to. So instead, we are going to bring nature to you. We are going to bring nature in the form of a poem. I'll go first. Now, I really love the lake. The lake is one of my favorite places to be. So I think that I'm going to write a haiku about the lake. Now, do you remember how many syllables the first line must have? You're right. 5. 5 syllables. The first line must have 5 syllables. That means 5 sounds, not 5 words, but 5 sounds. Let me think here. I like the lake. Oh, that's only 4 syllables. And our first line has to have 5 syllables. So I like the lake is not enough syllables. What about this? I can hear the lake. Oh, all right. That one works. I can hear the lake. What about this one? The lake is my friend. Yeah, I think that one I like even better. So we'll start off with that one. I'm going to write it down. The lake is my friend. All right. Now we got to get to the second line. Do you remember how many syllables the second line has? All right. Very good. Yes. It has 7 syllables. 7 syllables. So it's a little bit longer than the first line. All right. Ready? Let's see if we can do it. I think I know something I want to write about. I can hear her laugh and cry. Yes, I think that works. I can hear her laugh and cry. That's 7 syllables. I think we have enough for our second line. Now, you may say to yourself, wait a minute, the lake is a her? The lake can laugh and cry? Well, sure. That's the beauty of poetry, is that you can do anything you want. I use something called personification. And personification means giving something that is not human-like qualities. Now, we all know that when we go to the lake, it doesn't actually laugh and cry. But sometimes when we hear the lake wishing its way to the shore, it may sound like somebody laughing or like somebody crying. Or when we see the mood of the lake, whether it goes very fast or very still, or if it's a clear day or a cloudy day, that may make us think of certain feelings. For me, I always think of the lake as maybe laughing or crying. Okay, let's get back to the poem. The first line that we had is, the lake is my friend. 5 syllables. Now the second line goes like this. I can hear her laugh and cry. 7 syllables. Now we gotta end the poem. Do you remember what the last line, how many syllables it has? That's right. 5 syllables. It has 5 syllables. So now we have to come up with an ending, some type of conclusion that has only 5 syllables. Let me think here. Now remember, we're talking about the lake. So right now at the last line would not be a good time to introduce something else about nature. Like if I'm talking about the lake, I don't want to all of a sudden start talking about trees. Or if I'm talking about the lake, I don't want to all of a sudden start talking about the sun. We want to make sure that our poem has the same theme throughout the whole piece. It's a short poem, so we don't have much room to go and talk about many different things. Let's keep it just to the lake. I think I have an idea. How about together we sit? Hey, that's 5 syllables. Now, the word together, that's one word, but it has 3 syllables. And that's okay. We're focusing on the number of syllables, not the number of words. One more time. I'll go ahead and repeat the last line. Together we sit. Now, let's read it all the way from the top. I'm going to read the poem first, all the way through, and then we'll make sure that we have all the syllables, the right number of syllables, line by line. Poem goes like this. The lake is my friend. I can hear her laugh and cry. Together we sit. Now, let's see if it has the right number of syllables. The lake is my friend. All right. I can hear her laugh and cry. All right, that's 7 syllables. Last line, got to get 5 syllables now. Together we sit. All right, I think that's it. Now it's your turn to come up with your own lines, to come up with your own words, and I would love to hear your poem about nature. Until next time, thanks friends. Bye.